This little section's on an idea I had about how we never have to weed around our house anymore. We've got rocks from when our pond was built, and we've always had to clean the weeds out around these rocks. So what we did, we took some roofing rubber and put down all the way around, about 2 inches lift up the foundation of the house, and we've laid it all completely around our house here. You can see the rocks and the stones we picked up from the field over the years, and some that we've gotten out when we dug the pond. But anyway, this is what it looks like with the rubber down and everything ready. We'll put rubber clear across this section in here too. So that's the beginning part of this, and we're getting ready to lay down some composite boards. Should not be influenced by the dirt and moisture for years and years. They say 20 years is what they guarantee, so I'm hoping 30-40 years we'll never have to maintain anything here, just mow around it. So that's the first part of what we've done here, and we'll continue with the video as we proceed here. I want to show you just the intersection of two boards, what all it takes. I've got a 2.5 inch deck screw star driver that goes, I took a pilot hole through here and started it, and then I took that deck screw and screwed it into the adjoining board, and you can see how it draws together so nice, and really has a firm grip on it. Just one screw for each board connection. The two 12-inch spiral spikes basically does all the holding. This just keeps it from moving. You'll also see underneath here a rubber strap to make sure no weeds grow up around the cracks. So there's a little rubber piece in here covering the whole width of that, and that's how the two boards join together. That deck screw that goes into here and here really draws them together nice, and long term I believe that screw is really going to do a good job of keeping things together and keeps it well organized. And we'll just walk around and show you the job. 30-degree angles to make sure you don't have any sharp turns on your mowing and stuff here. You could use a 20-volt battery-operated 7-inch circular saw. Battery-operated, cuts through this like butter, and it worked out real nice. And we'll just take a walk around the whole thing here. You can see how it's all joined together here. Fairly straight, a little up and down. But I'm going to put some rocks on the high spots and let the rocks over the winter drive it down to level. Again, a 30-degree turn here to make mowing easy, no 90-degree turns. And some high spots here, I'll put a couple rocks on, and over the winter that should kind of level that out a little bit. Another 30-degree turn here makes it so nice. Our bare spots, we got it grass seeded and everything. And roofing rubber underneath the stones and the mulch here. Again, this radius here turn is fairly easy for mowing. This corner here we put in to make mowing easy. Instead of having to mow in that corner, we just gotta mow right by it. And hopefully our grass seed will take over the winter. And that is the job now. You want to be careful moving your heavy stones. We used a log roller to move them around, quite a bit of leverage. You just have to be careful with these kinds of stones. But I think this will be a permanent job with the rubber down, that we will never ever have to even spray, let alone come down and pull weeds on this. So that's how I've taken care of a maintenance problem at this house, and I wish I would have done it 20 years ago. Here's a in progress rubber treatment to get rid of weed problems. I've got my board here so we don't have to go back into the corner and mow out here anymore. We've got a couple oak planks here that we've got as a base for a couple of new boards later on, and bricks down, and we'll fill the rest of this side over to the right with some field stones, and to the left with some rocks for the regular pond border. So this is in progress. We'll give you the final pictures later on. Well, we've got our little nuisance spot maintenance free now. We've got the rubber sheets down so weeds don't come up. Got the rocks down to give it kind of a nice look. Nice little walkway that we put it through here. Had some extra bricks, so we lined the walkway, and we should never have weeds come up here, and we should never have to make them awkward turns with the mower anymore. So I think with a day or two of work, the rest of our lives are going to be pretty nice. Point out real quick that if you did want to plant flowers or even shrubs in this rubber where you never have to weed again, you'll just take a utility knife and you just cut through the rubber a little section, put some topsoil in, and you'll have a spot for your flowers. So don't think that since you put rubber in all this and held your weeds out that you can't go with a regular flower bed or putting in a bush, which I don't like. But all you have to do is take your utility knife, easily cut a little space, and you will have room for your flowers.